It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is expanding across borders as we join you from Munich, Germany and fabled Allianz Arena. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Again, it's Pacheco. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable. And here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Mahomes going to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Yellow. Attack. At 57. Hero 15.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
43. 42. Right. Attack. 15.
Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yellow.
3rd and 9 here.
Easy. Hey, 15. Come back.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Off the play fake, Nix. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Nix. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Nix. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going. It's Nix. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Second and 1 now from the 21.
Yellow.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
15.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
Hey, dribble it. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Easy.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
In motion right goes Sutton. To throw, here's Nix. We'll get that complete to Vele. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Here's 2nd and 10. In motion right goes Sutton. Nix looking to throw again. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Nix to the air. this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Nix to throw again. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Here
we go, set. Check 60. Top row 18.
Throwing Nix. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw is Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. In motion right goes Sutton. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Here's Pacheco once again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
Hey, 57, 15.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll get this down to the 10. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey as the first half is winding down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
so
field
they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Back to throw. Nix. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Yellow. Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Man open left side, it's Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
Mahomes now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Mahomes going to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to change things up.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
And now they'll shift things around.
Hey, Riblin, Riblin. Yellow, yellow. Yellow. Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Hey, 15. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, 1 behind the all-time record of 5.
Delay of game, offense. That penalty is declined.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
Here's Nix.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here we go with Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're going. It's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquise Brown from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Yellow. Collect. Wizard. Hey, Riblet, Riblet. Hey, Sunday, out Sunday, out Sunday.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Yellow, yellow.
Brown the motion man right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Easy. Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he can.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Nix to the air. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
19 Lions, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 28 yards.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Hey, color.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
15. Yellow.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, rip left.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
To throw is Nix.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. Your little Ralph Waldo Emerson. Oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Hey, 43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing Nix.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Nix from the shotgun.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Yellow. High down these 2.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yellow. Attack. That's 57. Here, 15. 43. 43.
Now Mahomes. Oh, wide open, complete. Down the sideline he goes, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So the Broncos now down by 11, a little under a minute to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Nix.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
2nd and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Nix buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That is incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Nix once more.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Come back! Hey, dribble it, dribble it! Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 37-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this